What's going on, guys? It's Deathmonk here. Today we're going to be talking about the Call of Duty Vanguard open beta and what we can expect to see when the beta does start up on September the 10th. First on the PlayStation 4 and 5. Basically, I want to give a big massive shout out to Charlie Intel for posting all this information. Big shout out to you. I'll link all the articles down in the description. Now, if you do enjoy this video, give the video a thumbs up, give us a subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell to stop us an upload, and let's get on with this. So, basically, for those who don't know, the Call of Duty multiplayer reveal trailer was just recently revealed on Call of Duty's YouTube and I believe Twitch as well. And we're going to be going down its content. Now, for those who haven't checked out the full reveal, I will link that video and my reaction down in the description. Make sure you guys check that out as well. So, how do we play the Call of Duty Vanguard open beta? So, all you need to do, guys, if you could just go into the PlayStation Store, all you need to do is you'll notice, if you just search up Call of Duty Vanguard, go onto their page, then you'll notice there's like a 3 dots icon, go onto their View Products page, hit the 3 dots again, and there should be an option to click on the open beta. Now, this, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is only available for those who have actually pre-ordered the game. If you haven't pre-ordered the game already, preferably digitally, then if you haven't pre-ordered the game, it won't appear. So hope everyone understands that. So the beta early access will commence on September the 10th and will finish, from what we understand, on September the 12th. If you want to check out all the dates again, they're annotated in the description. So what do we know about this? So when is the Call of Duty Vanguard open beta? So those dates I aforementioned, September the 10th to the 13th, I've now been told. PlayStation Early Access, Weekend 2, which is the crossplay beta, September the 16th through 17th is Xbox and Battle.net, PC Early Access. PlayStation Open Beta, and September 18th for the 20th is Open Beta on all platforms. So that's how you can get involved. Vanguard is set to feature an explosive and expansive campaign running on the Modern Warfare engine, while the game's new combat pacing multiplayer experience will give players more control over how they play their game. Even though the game doesn't fully release until November the 5th, players can still get their hands on it, early thanks to the open beta, which finally has a confirmed start date, which I aforementioned. Now, Activision and Sledgehammer Games have officially announced the dates. As we all know, the beta will be available first for PlayStation users on both PS5 and PS4 for pre-order customers only. The second weekend of the beta will open up to all PlayStation players alongside Xbox and PC. On the aforementioned dates, as I mentioned earlier, the start and end times for the beta, each of those dates is 10 AM Pacific time, which is 1 PM Eastern, 6 PM UK. Like in previous days, the Vanguard Open Beta will be available to download from your platform store when it releases. PlayStation players will be given early access to the beta ahead of other platforms due to their exclusivity with Sony. Players can pre-order any edition of Vanguard to get early access to the Open Beta on all platforms, with the beta starting first on PlayStation. PlayStation players who pre-ordered Call of Duty Vanguard digitally on the PS Store now can preload the beta ahead of its start, so it is available for preload right now. The download size, from what we understand, the Xbox version is suggested to be around 50 gigabytes, making it a fairly large file. When last year's beta released last October for Black Ops Cold War, it weighed in at 31 gig on PS4, 21 gig on Xbox One, and 40 gig on PC. So as far as the content is concerned, you can find all the content that will be available in the game's beta below. So what we've got is the Champion Hill mode that we got to play during the alpha. That consisted of 4 maps, which if I manage to remember what they were, I'll annotate them on screen. So that was like your tournament style 2v2, 3v3 mode that you've seen some gameplay here on the channel already. And we're going to be getting 4 standard maps. These are Hotel Royale, which I believe takes place in France, from what we understand. There's a map called Gavutu, and I believe there's another one called Red Star, which appears to be in Russia. So that's going to be really interesting. The modes. Outside of Champion Hill, Vanguard will introduce another game mode called Patrol. Based on Hardpoint, this objective-based mode features a scoring zone in near constant motion. So as if you ever played, I forget the name of the modes off the top of my head, but basically there was one mode that I think we got to play as back in Advanced Warfare, where you had to, if you remember back in Advanced Warfare, we got like escort this robot from one side of the map to the other. It's kind of like that. However, basically it's basically a mode of hardpoint, but on the move. It's not basically fixed in one specific location. It's constantly rotating around the map. So that's basically what it's about. If operators want to rack up points for their team, they should keep up and move around the map within this patrol point. These modes are in addition to the classic offerings such as Team Deathmatch, Kill Confirmed, Domination and Search and Destroy. These are also the exact modes you can play alongside Patrol during the beta period. Patrol and Search and Destroy to be available later in the beta. So Patrol's going to be kicking off on Saturday of weekend 1, Search and Destroy will be kicking off on weekend 2. Weapons in Champion Hill. So weapons are persistent through matches. There are 10 upgrades per weapon as usual, each adding 1 attachment. There will be 3 rotating weapon sets featuring 2 ARs, 2 LMGs, 2 snipers, 2 shotguns and 2 pistols. As for core multiplayer, you'll be able to level up weapons to level 30. PlayStation players will get +2 custom loadout slots, 12 total, 10 for other platforms. Now, it was mentioned during the full reveal, again linked in the description, about combat pacing, which is a feature that allows players to select the intensity of their games. Player count is determined by map size to achieve the intensity described in the combat pacing system. Player counts will vary. So tactical, these are the lobbies that franchise veterans know well. So this is like your standard. So this is the experience that you're used to with classic Call of Duty combat timing. Tactical combat pacing is always 6v6. Assault, balanced combat pacing. That gives you enough room to breathe and a lot of targets to kill. In beta weekend 1, player counts will vary between 20 to 28 players. Blitz, high action lobbies with intensity is cranked up to frenetic levels. Prepare for plenty of combat when choosing to join the Blitz. In beta weekend 1, player counts will vary, get this guys, between 28 to 48 players. Operators, each one of these will have 1 finishing move assigned to them. Daniel Takiyatsu, Roland Zymet, Lucas Riggs, Polina Petrova, Wade Jackson and Arthur Kingsley. So it's the 4 that we previously know, as well as 2 others, Daniel Takiyatsu and Roland Zymet. I hope I pronounced their names right. It appears that more and more Call of Duty Vanguard news will be dropping in the coming weeks, and we'll update the story with any further updates. So that's really interesting there. Now it appears though that Call of Duty Vanguard's minimap does not show enemies without a perk. So when Modern Warfare was first released back in 2019, one of the most controversial decisions made by IW was to rework the game's minimap. Call of Duty fans were used to seeing red dots appear on the map when an enemy fired a weapon, but this was not the case in Modern Warfare 2019. Instead, players needed to use Killstreaks to see enemies on the map, and while many complained about the system, IW held their ground. Treyarch reverted back to Call of Duty's classic system with 2020 Black Ops Cold War, but Sledgehammer following Modern Warfare's lead. That means the minimap in Vanguard's multiplayer mode does not show any enemy positions when an unsilenced weapon is fired by default. Now, while the minimap remains the same as Modern Warfare, Sledgehammer has made one pretty significant change to how it will work in matches. The developers are not removing the old-style minimap completely, as a new perk will give players the option to use it. The perk available in the perk 2 slot is called Radar. This perk will activate the minimap back to what players expect in Call of Duty, showing red dots on the map for unsilenced gunfire. The description of the Radar perk is: enemies appear on your minimap when they fire an unsilenced weapon. With Sledgehammer creating a perk in Vanguard multiplayer to bring back the original minimap style, it appears unlikely that the studio will revert back to the series' default and include red dots on the minimap without the perk, despite calls from fans. The Radar perk is available to use in the upcoming beta, and Sledgehammer Games is asking for fan feedback on all aspects of the multiplayer experience. Now, as we know right now, there are certain content creators that are actually playing the game as we speak right now. I think they're the only ones that have got early access to it. Due to, I think they probably signed an NDA or non-disclosure agreement to play it early, but we're not announcing anything until since the trailer was first revealed for multiplayer. So that's interesting. So Dead Silence is a field upgrade in Call of Duty Vanguard multiplayer. So that seems interesting. In some variation, Dead Silence has been in COD's multiplayer modes for years. The feature allows players, for those who don't know, to move silently across the map with enemies unable to hear your footsteps. With Call of Duty Vanguard multiplayer, that experience from Modern Warfare is brought back once again. Dead Silence is not a perk, and Sledgehammer Games has opted to add the ability as a field upgrade. Now, I think it's the exact same way as Modern Warfare 2019, please correct me if I'm wrong. So that's interesting. With it being a field upgrade, players will not be able to consistently have silent footsteps throughout the course of the match. So as you guys can see from this screenshot, which I'll see if I can get a better image of it here, Dead Silence temporarily makes your footsteps silent. Gun, melee and throwing knife kills refresh duration. So it does have a fast recharge rate and is unlockable at level 21. So bear that in mind, guys. This decision will surely be met with mixed reactions, as many players did not like Modern Warfare's take on Dead Silence. Being a field upgrade, however, does match Warzone, where it's also classed as a field upgrade that can be picked up from the ground or loot boxes. So that makes a bit of sense. Drake also added back in Ninja perk to Black Ops Cold War's release, which added silent footsteps while moving to the game. There was no field upgrade option for Dead Silence, so that's really interesting there. Every weapon, killstreak, perk, and more in the open beta. So, from what we understand, there's tons upon tons of kill streaks. From what we understand, the maximum is 10 kills, as it stands right now. So, Glide Bomb from Sledgehammer's previous World War II title, while the Death Machine also reappears in the game, have both returned. So, Intel, which is worth 3 kills, will grant you Intel, reveals nearby enemies to the summoning player through repeated pings on the minimap over a short period of time. Care Package, worth 4 kills, drops a single care package which rewards a random kill streak on pickup. Spy Plane, again worth 4 kills, causing a spy plane which reveals all enemy positions on the minimap to allies and can be shot down. Counter spy plane, pretty much the opposite, causing a counter spy plane which obscures the minimap for all enemies and can be shot down. Glide Bomb, some people may recognise this from World War II, drops a bomb whose path can be guided toward enemies, killing them instantly. Death Machine, equips a machine gun, that's worth 5 kills by the way, the Glide Bomb. Death Machine, also worth 5 kills, equips a machine gun with explosive rounds and a fixed number of bullets, persists through death until ammo is depleted. So that's interesting. So basically you still use the Death Machine until the ammo is run out. Mortar Barrage, worth 5 kills, toss a flare canister to mark an area for a repeated mortar fire. So that's really interesting there. War Machine, worth 7 kills. This is slightly different to the Death Machine for those who don't know. Equips a semi-automatic grenade launcher with a fixed number of grenades. Persists through death until ammo is depleted. Flame Knot, so this is your mixture of flamethrower and juggernaut. Receiver, worth 9 kills. Receive a flamethrower with unlimited fuel and a protective suit. Both lost on death. Now, I think if memory serves, the Flame Knot, I think back in the alpha, actually was one of those kill streaks that was actually persisted through death until ammo was depleted, but it looks like that's no longer the case, so that's interesting. And the highest kill streak at this present moment in time, I'm pretty sure there'll be more during the full launch, Attack Dogs, worth 10 kills, summons a pack of attack dogs which target nearby enemies for a period of time. So bear these in mind, guys. If you were playing, let's say for instance Kill Confirmed for example, and basically let's say you got a couple of kills and you picked up the tags, like the tags at the drop and Kill Confirmed, these will not count towards the kill streak. Bearing in mind, guys, these are kill streaks, not score streaks. So regardless of, let's say you got extra points for, I don't know, defusing a bomb in Search and Destroy or picking up any tags in Kill Confirmed, these do not count towards the kill streaks. So bear that in mind, guys. So I think we've got a screenshot of all of these. So as you would see it in games, this is Intel, Care Package, Spy Plane, Counter Spy Plane, Glide Bomb. I think that's your Death Machine. That could be Mortar Barrage. That must be War Machine, Flame Knot, and Attack Dogs. So that's how you know which ones are which. Obviously, you can see that you only have a maximum of 3 at any one time. So that's interesting there. The beta perks. Perk 1, I'll just quickly go through these, is Ghost, which is undetectable while moving by spy planes, enemy intel and field mics, reduces effectiveness of local informants. Fortified, reduced damage and health regen delay from explosives, and damage reduction increase while mounted to crouch or prone. Low profile, training in how to avoid detection by the enemy, immune to the effects of piercing vision, which is like the, for those who don't know what piercing vision is, it's basically, if you ever used Vision Pulse back in, was that in World at War? Or was that in Black Ops? Some people may remember, I'm pretty sure it might have been Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4. Some people may remember an ability called Vision Pulse, where you can see the outlines of enemies. That's basically what that is. Survival training, maximise resistance to stun effects and immune to gas. High alert, this was in the alpha, this one. Your vision pulses when enemies outside of your view see you. Radar, as aforementioned, enemies appear on your minimap when they fire an unsilenced weapon. Forward intel, see indicators for enemy reinforcements on your minimap, and minimap shows a larger area. Tracker, enemy leaves behind a footprint trail, see markers at enemy death locations and hide the death markers of enemies you kill. And perk 3, demolition, extra lethal on spawn, thrown lethals display an indicator showing the path of the lethal. Double time, double the duration of tactical sprint, increase crouch movement speed by 30%. Tactician, restock your tactical equipment every 30 seconds. And overkill, carry 2 primary weapons. So, just to give you a bit of an idea of exactly how perks work, there you go guys. Choose one perk from each of the 3 tiers, mix and match to boost your strengths or cover your weaknesses. Play your way by choosing among tactics, intel or supply advantages. So that's interesting there. I think these are called beta perks. We've also got supply box. It deploys a box of ammo and equipment for you and your teammates. Explodes when shot at. Armor plate, equip body armor. Goliath, a small remote controlled bomb on tracks. That's why I was wondering what that little... it looks like a small little tank, for those who've never seen a Goliath before. Controllable for 30 seconds, after which it self-destructs and can be detonated early if wish. Field mic reveals nearby enemy movement on the minimap. Dead silence, as aforementioned, temporarily makes your footsteps silent. Gun, melee and throwing knife kills refresh duration. So I'm just going to go quickly through all the weapons that we can use. For ARs, STG-44, Itra Burst, Bar, NC-41 and the Volk, which I think the Volk is a take on the AK-47. SMGs, the M1928 Tommy gun, Sten and the MP40. Shotguns, the revolving and the auto-loading shotgun. LMGs, MG42, DP27, which was in the Alpha, and the Bren. Marksman rifles is the M1 Garand. Sniper rifles is the 3-line rifle and the Kar 98K. Secondaries, handguns, you got the machine pistol, the Rat and the 1911. Launchers, M1 Bazooka and the Panzerschreck. Melee is the FS fighting knife, or the combat knife I think it is. Lethals, you got the Mark II frag grenade, gammon bomb, Molotov cocktail, demolition charge, or I think that might be the C4 actually. Thermite and throwing knife. Tacticals is the M18 smoke grenade, numbers NO69 stun grenade, Mark 5 gas, stim, and the S-Mine 44. So that's really interesting there, guys. So I want to know what your thoughts are of all this, guys. Please do let me know in the comments box down below. Hope you guys found this video rather interesting. If you did, smash the thumbs up button, guys. If you're new to the channel, please smash the subscribe button. Don't forget the notification bell so I'm seeing more videos. And I'll see you soon on the channel with some multiplayer beta. Until the next episode, peace out.